because I think that I did come off as like sort of, well, it came off as like very brazen. First of all, I'm entering the sphere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't have any streamer etiquette. Like I don't know where I'm at, right? I don't know what I want to portray yet.
Sure.
All I know is that I'm angry.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't worry. That's you got half of it down for most of the people in the online space.
um I'm not angry at anyone, but I just like to be angry, and I also like to fight.
Okay.
And I'll fight for things that I don't even necessarily believe.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
But well, the extreme parts of them, right? So like I was like very anti-porn in that whole thing.
Yeah. Well, anti a lot of things, but yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, if you watch, I mean, if you watch the not so erudite video, you'll understand that like that was not. It's hard to be with like you and Max in a room and Dan in a room and not be also like extreme.
I am a very reasonable person, but I can understand
No,
why you
you
feel
are.
stressed. Go ahead, sure. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, you are definitely. But I think that like I don't know, Max being in a room makes the room a little like different.
Okay.
And then Snuko in a room it makes it different also.
Sure.
But anyway, I think that I could have. I'm not a kink shamer. I mean, I am, but only for like certain things. Um, yeah, I should work on not talking over people. But in my defense, I'm Jewish. I grew up in a Jewish home. You're not gonna get heard unless you are the loudest. I should learn. I should learn how to not do that.
Okay.
I'm
One
just
thing.
trying.
Wait, can I give you a tip as an elder?
Yeah.
Um, this is incredibly hard to do, and I know that. Hold on. I want to say this clearly, and somebody's pulling my mind in another direction. Um, um, Something that's very hard to do is balancing out like comedy and humor with very serious messaging. So it just happened here a little bit to where I think you're trying to convey a relatively serious idea relating to you being self-aware, which is really rare. Generally, when people get a lot of pushback, especially on the internet, the default is usually going to be to double down because like you're mad at people shitting on you and you just want to go hard. I do this all the time, even like nobody is able to
I do
escape.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming on and then saying something like, yeah, I think I was kind of wrong on this. I think I didn't handle this conversation the best, blah, blah, blah. That's really positive. It shows a high level of introspection and self-awareness. But then when you go into memes and jokes right after, it kind of sort of undermines everything you just said. So be very
I
careful
know.
yeah. So because you're basically just like, I think that I handled this conversation poorly. When there's a lot of people in the room, it kind of mind fucks me a little bit, and it's hard to like maintain a solid pace. And I think it's because I'm Jewish, lol. Like when the joke comes in afterwards, it's have you ever heard of the saying, "Don't ever use the word but"?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love you a lot, but or you did a really good job, but like it always because what happens is it deletes everything beforehand. Just be mindful of that. Be careful when you're if you're trying to make a sincere play towards something. Be very careful with the type of humor that you mix in afterwards because it'll fuck people's minds and then they won't hear anything before or everything will seem insincere. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I really struggle with that because I feel like I like try to keep it light. You know what I mean? And I think that's because like I think that my whole like framework is that we're all human and we may have like shitty ideas and I may denigrate you for those ideas and joke around with you and tease you, but also like we're still friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's how I feel in arguments like that. It's like
Maintaining those relationships is very difficult for most people to understand. I've gotten a ton of people that like watch my stuff who even today, I think there are still like as of a week ago, people saying like, "Oh my god, like that conversation is it." Like I think the Mr. Girl bridge is finally burned. Like there's no way they're going to be friends after
yeah.
this. Like people will say something like that. So trying to be like polite but then also fighting at the same time, you have to build there's two things. You have to build a lot of personal rapport for people to be able to handle it, and then you have to build a lot of on-screen rapport for people to be able to perceive it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.